Hello everyone! Bosses. Everyone likes bosses, right? I mean like video game bosses. Not a superior at your work who blames you for the coffee machine being broken even after he was the one who hit it, yelling at someone who didn't even do anything wrong, David. Anyways, we're here to summarize bosses with a couple caveats. No IS bosses outside of IS4 because I didn't play them, or Fire Within the Sands because similarly it's the first minute of a video, F that game mode, as well as only bosses that are out globally at the time of writing this script. Now with all of that out of the way, let's get started, shall we? Alright team, we need a Sancta, so we'll take Cliff and do none of that. Father Agnir. He just wants Laterano to not be racist. He saw the law, and upon realizing it's just the smallest gaming PC to be able to run a GPU made in 2030 and not some godly being, and realizes, damn bro, that's crazy, racism, bad. However, because the Sancta still refuse to use their words, Viametta can't understand any of this and remains eternally angry. Wow, it's so beautiful. What do you mean beautiful? It's destroying the whole city! Yeah, I guess, well, I should shut it down. Just have to inject this and enter the hive mind. Are you insane? Hello there, Mr. Awaken. Well, I guess I should say all the Mr. and Mrs. in there. Are you all right?
Ready test balls. Baby grog. Mugus.
Just a big man selling some big beer. And his even bigger cousin who runs a pawn shop in Detroit.
Sir, terrible news. There is no good or bad news. There is just news. The Seaborn have returned to land. Oh no, that is bad news.
This man cooks. He absolutely fries. Dunking on Caltzit will forever be a plus. Although being old enough to have purchased a home for 3 used napkins and a sack of sunflower seeds, he is in deep danger from the Gilf Hunters and their legion of skinwalkers. May God protect him. Imagine your boss fight being not to fight you, but everyone still hates you. Like, that's tough, man. People hated the boss fight where you don't even fight him. That's what dirty sarcasm sympathizers get, I suppose. This boss design
fucking sucks.
If your main boss gimmicks all promote a lack of engagement with your game, it's a dumb idea. One-shot combo then in challenge mode can kill an E2 Kawara in only 3 out of the 6 shots. This skill then resets on kill and can hit ranged units. Not to mention, the event mechanic operates differently with him than literally every other enemy in the game. This frustrates me.
Prepare for trouble and make it double. To protect the Kashmir story from annihilation. To kill all poorly written neurals in our nation.
Murder Knights blasting off again! The Void Ball. So, spoilers. The ball is basically just a ball of collapsible energy that comes through the dimensional door in Sami. Essentially, this thing would just be some analog horror creature, except for the people in Terra, it's real. Leave me alone! I left Reunion! I'm not a Fang anymore! I just want to have a normal job and work in this warehouse! Red, crash the forklift and framer for it. Why? What if we made Ditto, but like a demon femboy murderer who can have some like fake deep philosophy to him, you know? Jerry, what is this? I asked what your lunch order was for the day. This character is the shitty self-insert DeviantArt OC. Ah yes, doesn't know arts, so they're cast out by the stinky, meanie Lythonians. But oh, no arts talent, therefore immensely resistant to arts. That no one else has ever had in the story, no matter how untalented they are. Then the 3-time major champion and the elite bodyguard of the leader of a country. What else, HD? She a lost princess? Secretly part god? The average anime fan's first D&D character? Funny how when an Emperor's Blade is lost to the demons, they become like less intimidating, at least in gameplay. These secret super soldiers infused with the might of unknowable horrors really just can't avoid death by Roingus.
I'm a gladiator. I grind every day to bring glory to myself and prove the value of the infected. Years of work to finally get us the respect we deserve. Of course, then Neural came back and shit got better after like 5 minutes, but fuck me, I tried, I guess.
This puffy piss boy is such a goon. I don't like him. He shall be locked in a slime rancher shell where his wool shall be harvested to atone for his crimes.
Alright, got the boss in my sights. Time to take the shot. Typhon, if there was a single hair out of place on her, I will personally cut you into pieces so small they could fit inside a marble before dumping you out in an unmarked location in Kazdel where they'll never find your body. She just snapped Texas' neck.
Okay, and come back to me when she threatens something of value.
My queen, for the blind, their vision, the famished, their sustenance, the unenlightened, their wisdom.
I've already spoken about Dorothy at length, so I'll just say this is peak and leave it at that. Perhaps it's in poor taste, haha, vampire, for me to dunk on the most flamboyant enemy in Arknights during Pride Month. But this guy's a prick. At least he finally got to back up all the shit he talks during Chapter 13 when he, sucked Delphine's mom to death. I love shields. I love when I have to sit for 20 minutes on a level because the boss can only be hit for 2 of those minutes. It's super fun. I love it as much as I love taxes and flat earthers. At least she's the most competent potential ruler of Victoria. Hottest as well. Now, Cliff is bad, but Eikthenir is the worst boss design in Arknights. It's obviously possible to beat it in multiple ways, but with Kit meeting boss, there is one operator out of over 300 who's good against him. Outside of Holiok, every other operator struggles with this ridiculously uninteractive boss. The fact that at up to 4 times he can just run past your ops while having a drone that freezes all ops around him. Again, his mechanics are all meant to just ignore you. It's not well done. I love the Emperor's Blades as characters. These motherfuckers are cool, they're intimidating, and they have some baller lines. From the keep this simple and kill yourself, or everywhere I go is the Empire versus. Now fighting them can be annoying. I know a lot of people hate them, but it's not that bad.
It's that bad.
Russian scientist turned himself into sludge thinking it's peak of evolution. Man, what an event that I missed, huh? The only time I stopped playing Arknights was during this event and Who Is Real, so I can't remember much of the stories that I read after.
Bro, just let go. You can't make Mephisto any more normal. I know you guys have a sad story, but sometimes you gotta cut that toxic person out of your life.
Oh, you're dead. Oh, well, I guess that solves that then. It's a dragon. I like it. Instead of fire, it spits Baja Blast. Frostnova is iconic as a character. Not so much as a boss design. While there is a large contingent who still pound the desk for playable Frostnova, I don't think anyone really wants the boss to keep coming back. Random tile freezes that one-shot anything, yes, anything, assassins, gods, nepo babies, accountants from Minnesota, it's not fun. So despite my love of the character, I'm glad the boss won't be seen again, lest my PTSD from sliding around my high school parking lot at 7 in the morning return. Crazy that Fortuna went from happy-go-lucky and hopeful to accidentally murdering her best friend, falling, and no longer getting the sarcasm donger she was promised at the threesome. That was also a weird-ass event, wasn't it? Gertrude gives off the vibes of a woman who shops for her clothes at Bed Bath & Beyond. However, she does show what will happen if you give suburban white women the power and wealth inherent in nobility. She whines and cries about her dad and brother not being, evil or abusive or anything, just being, mid at their jobs. I'm sorry, but when someone directs me to the gardening section of a Lowe's when I'm buying a toilet, that isn't grounds for me to murder them. She also tries to blow up a whole block of poor infected people because she has daddy issues. Red, we have to leave. Rhodes is coming. They're right outside.
You know what? Maybe. What if I didn't? What if I didn't run? What if I'm not a coward? What if I'm not gonna run away? What if I'm gonna stand right here? What if I'm gonna make my stand? Huh? What if I wanna go toe to toe with whatever's gonna come through that door? What if I want them to get me? What if I want them to kill me? What if I want them to try?
Sharmila is so weird as a character, gets killed by Scotty, but actually survives inside Scotty, and lies in wait to start stealing hearts and building Walmarts as he gets his restart as a bunch of the Arknights community's mid-ass sweetheart. He's such a prick. Jesselton is molded in the way of the classic prick villain. He is a tormentor of our protagonist throughout the event, who is such an asshole. There was practically shit oozing out of every pore in his skin, but his comeuppance is more rewarding than getting a 30% on an engineering exam. Wow, so you'll teach me how to play the cello? Mm-hmm. Fostering talent is incredibly important. What did you do to my husband, you bitch? Okay, first, you knew him for a week. Second, he's your cousin. And third, this is his truest form. You know, thinking about it, maybe my worldview is kind of stupid. I love Kirsten. Or Kristen, yeah, shut up! His character is so deeply fascinating. Imagining the slow decay of this bright-eyed great mind into a more committed, yet equally morally grave version of their closest friend and likely idol, and that's just the start of it. Kirsten can have her own video, and certainly will get more coverage in the top 10 bosses video. What? You're not satisfied with this section? You want more? Well, I have a poem here. I would like to absolutely brutalize Kirsten's golden retriever pussy, as well as her throat, if she isn't too busy. HG, she had fucking better come back down at Enfield, as without her, to you, my wallet will not yield. Thank you. Thank you. One of my favorite side duos in any event. They just complement each other so well. The classic straight man goofball duo. Same as Liz Carmen Franca and Elysium and Thorns. Always a banger. She's gone! The fight wasn't your fault, Mandragora fans, but you have to let go!
No! She's alive! She's alive! She's more alive than Kirsten!
Billy, Kirsten is in a sarcophagus, which are shown to be able to keep people alive for thousands of years. Mandragora's just dead, Billy!
No! No!
Manfred is a pretty good antagonist. One of those banality of evil types. This war is just his duty. He doesn't seem to relish in it, or be hesitant. At the end of the day, it's just a 9 to 5. Messier than customer service, although only slightly, but just a job at the end of the day. Ben Shapiro built a cube that stuns your operators by feeding them sound bites from the Joe Rogan podcast. Hey yo, Faust, this edible ain't shit. The Industrial Revolution and its consequences. Mud Rock has all the personality of Chick-fil-A. Dry, bland, likely homophobic, and severely overrated. Also, fuck the Colossuses. Colossi? The Michelin Man's stupidly proportioned cousins are a disgrace to all that is good and right. Free my man Pancho Salas. He's only wanted under 3 counts of child endangerment, 15 of disturbing the peace, 12 more of child endangerment, and 6 of vehicular manslaughter, but he didn't do none of it. This hoe in the government wants him in jail. Help my boy break the matrix so he can buy another Bugatti.
No more talk, Rhodes Island. I advance.
If you don't, we can take you in and start you on a Roth IRA, or perhaps a 401k.
What?
I mean, you're not retired, despite being more Originium than person. I figured a retirement plan could, do you some good.
You killed my daughter.
Your daughter killed herself, and you know it.
That doesn't make it better.
Well, it happened. Aya succumbed to her infection. You'll be missed, little goat. Keep bumping into walls in heaven. Oh, hey, Aya. Quintus feels like a commentary on manipulative preachers and pastors who use people's fears and weaknesses to convince people to follow them and create a dependence upon their church or whatever religious structure. Of course, there aren't just religious people who do this. Politicians exist. And of course, the most pertinent modern example, influencers. How can an old man who is literally a rat, not a Lynn rat like his daughter, but a full-on Twitch-ass rat man, turn into this? I guess the Rat King's wife was a furry. Thinking about the sheer number of people who want to bang waifu, I guess it makes sense that our boy could find a baddie so that he could produce this glorious Zalak gift to the world. Man, things are really going slow. How about we do the next few in a lightning round? The Rathalos for Monster Hunter. Literally a living mountain. Binds combined with needing to clear a snowfall is kinda bullshit, but could be worse. Literally just an unnamed Sarkaz with a multi-attack. Still a more compelling enemy than W. Booty shorts and stockings wearing femboy with 2 grenade launchers who is killed and replaced by a sister who also dies.
Double kill.
Goofy ass voodoo bitch who for some reason runs with Columbia's lightsaber gang. Severely CTE riddled former knight whose brain resembles a running back's from the 70s combined with 12 car crash victims. Cool Swee, but without Big Jacked or Pant, what is the point of Swee in the first place? Fuck you. Okay, so as a character, I've spoken at length about, fuck Tallulah and all that, but in the boss fights, both the normal Tallulah and Old Man all-in-the-head Tallulah are really solid. Mechanics that provide a challenge while not being exclusively from HG's list of patented gruesome game mechanics. Get this robot out of here! High Priest, you're goated, but you get out of here too. There she is, the autistic engineering queen. The fact that Unectes actually just Lego Movie Master Buildered this shit in the middle of the jungle, like these motherfuckers just found random scraps in the middle of nowhere and created a Wish.com transformer. The end speaker is adorable, and I'm tired of pretending he isn't. I hate that he ate some Spanish woman and got turned into the legendary Hussy jellyfish. He should have beat Neural. Blood Knight vs. Tola was the real final of the major. I had so much more investment in this battle between NPCs than the actual final with the main character. Neural Alter really is the biggest Achilles heel any event has. Like, Neural wasn't anything special before Near Light, but goddamn, they turned the Mary Sue up to 11 in that event. Anyways, I like Tola. Tola good. Tola design goated. Excuse me, I'm looking for the Chapter 13 room. Chapter 13? Oh, wait. Not Arknights, obviously. But, I think Azure Lane already got past 13. No, I'm from Arknights. No, you're not. I am. Okay, yeah, what do you do then? I work for the Kazil Military Commission fighting in Victoria. Holy shit, you are from Arknights. Stunlock Goon Tree. This makes me hate nature. Candle Knight make booms. Candle Knight no longer make booms now that she's playable. Where are my booms, Hypergriff? Now I'll just have to settle for an actually pretty decent operator who is a 1v1 dueling specialist. What, you expected me to say she's useless? No, she just has a niche. All you complain about power creep ruining the game, but immediately dunk on any situational or niche operator for not being the best in their class? You're part of the problem. W is not a boss during the second arc of the main story. Therefore, this is still main villain wannabe W, aka the reason I hated her.
The Burger King
Is a strange but somewhat compelling villain from a story perspective, but I wasn't a huge fan of the fight. Now in the first fight, him swapping your ops and everything is goofy, funny, silly, but the EX Age and beyond just feel like they got annoying. Ancient Transgender Dragon God. Man, Pride Month is going harder and harder nowadays.
So we have Beast Lords, immortal animals who can talk,
And after Isekai Tupac and his legendary fit and wit, we get generic, edgy, controlling anime villain who thinks they're so smart, strong, and clever when we can all see from the start they're just kind of a bit of a douche or just kind of mean.
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Or I'm gonna not do much of anything. But please like and subscribe. I've been in here for an hour and it's real sweaty in the studio. Goodbye. Watch the other videos. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. See ya.
Can any of us truly avoid death by Roingus? I mean, like, if Roingus, if a Jerboa shows up with the scythe, if he bounces up to you with a little tiny scythe and his little tiny arms, I think you're dead. What are you gonna do to him? You can't stop him. He's cracked. He's fucking jacked. What can I say? He's fucking jacked.